Tossing bags under Michigan skies, Great Lakes breeze where the champions rise. Boards on the lawn, stakes in the ground. Cornhole's the game that brings the crowd. Michigan Cornhole, we're taking the shot. Spin it just right, hit the sweet spot. Talking all things bags from dusk till dawn. Michigan Cornhole, game on, game on.
All right, welcome back to the Pine Podcast. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving with their friends and family. I know a few people that went and played cornhole. Today's episode, we'll be talking a little bit about the ACO Major in South Bend, Indiana, that had a ton of action from Michigan players,
Love that tournament.
as well as we'll talk about the Blue Collar ACL Regional. And at the very end, we'll have an interview with Steve Barnhart from Mr. CaddySack himself.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. All right, let's get into it. All right, segment one is Beyond the Pines, brought to you by CaddySack Cornhole Customs.
CaddySack.
If you're looking for anything custom, pitch pads, tents, jerseys, and more, go to CaddySackCornhole.com. You use Gray 10 or Ridley 10 and get yourself a discount.
Yep, 10% off. Yeah, we said it at the beginning of our first podcast. Anything that you want to design. Anything. Tables, tents, bags, no matter what it is. Bowling jerseys, softball jerseys, everything, right?
100%.
Shoes. I've seen him design
Oh,
some
he's did
shoes.
shoes, yeah.
He's done shoes.
Flags,
Yeah,
banners.
all of it. So, best in the biz.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started off here. It seemed like the atmosphere down there at South Bend was pretty cool. I watched it on YouTube. And of course, you know, we got to talk about the women's singles winner again herself, McKenna.
McKenna just rocking it down there. Another major. I think there was 50 women's in the singles, the main. 50 of them. She ran through them.
She wound up taking second in doubles women's as well. I forgot who her partner is. I think it's Meineke.
I forgot
I don't know, I
too.
didn't write it down. I'm sorry about that, but
Yeah. No, I like that tournament. It's a high energy. Last time I played down there 3 years ago. It's on Saturday, South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame down there, college football town. It's rocking.
yeah, man, she killed it again. I mean, there's nothing else to say here.
Yeah.
I know that Charlie. I don't know if Charlie actually went down there. He's on our little list here, but there was a couple other players in Tier 4 that we know, like AJ Pennifield. He took it down in doubles. He's from Michigan, throwing BP bags.
David Brown and Stephen
Oh, yeah.
Ochoa took third in doubles.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I talked to Dave Brown a little bit yesterday about it, and he just loved the atmosphere too. He's a quiet guy. He threw really good. Said he had some groupies follow him around a little bit, watching him throw and just learning from him. So
He's an ex-ACL pro playing in the ACO.
yeah, a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
There's a lot of competitive cornhole anywhere and everywhere you look.
I would say the state of Michigan. I mean, I know it's not like a Texas level, but state of Michigan is really deep. It don't matter what league you're playing in at this point.
No,
Top to
yeah,
bottom.
Texas is deep. I mean, I'm gonna miss a state or so, but Florida's pretty deep. Um, we're deep. Michigan's pretty deep from all these young kids that we got coming up. Um, just every time you turn around, you
Yeah.
got somebody else just speeding up the promotional chart from tier 4, 3, 2 to 1.
Absolutely. I was watching it live on YouTube because they put it up on YouTube with the ACO, and it's always fun to watch players from the state. I watched McKenna, like you said, David. I watched David play singles. He was on there twice last weekend. It's just fun to watch, and then and just another stat I'm going to throw out there, like Charlie is ranked number 8 in the world right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's locked up all of his regionals already. But ACO can run 2, a director can run 2 a month. So he's locked up all of his regionals, good showings in the big major tournaments too. So it ain't like you just lock your regionals up and you're like, oh, I'm ranked high. You still got to go to the big events and show out.
For sure.
So that's
For
good.
sure. I'd like to do a shout out to BP Bags. They had a huge following in South Bend, Indiana this week. So, I mean, BP Bags is right here in the state of Michigan. They started in 2022, I believe, and they've just continually have gotten bigger. So,
Yeah. Yep. They just kind of stick with it. I know a lot of people in the ACO world that throw them.
yeah, we got a few in our area that throw them.
Mhm.
So, All right, moving on. We're going to go to our segment 2, Around the Yard, sponsored by Peace, Love, and Sprinkles. If you're looking for somebody to make your birthday cake or specialty cake, cake pops, anything like that, look them up on Facebook. Peace, Love, and Sprinkles.
Yeah, I mean, some of her work she just did. I saw she made a really awesome Nintendo, old Nintendo,
Yeah,
like the
hold it like
the
a
eight,
regular NES.
yeah, the regular NES. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
All right, so you were there. I'm going to hand it off to you here for the blue collar regional.
Yeah, another blue collar regional last weekend. I think it was 30 plus teams there. We did rounders. I do like rounders. Some people don't. Um,
I always
ma-
like rounders. It's warm up.
yeah, it's good warm up. I know some of the top level tier two, almost tier one, they're going to get put into some positions, opposite twos, tier three, top level, tier two. You might get bumped up, you might get bumped down. Um, but, it gives you 4 games of warm ups, play against some good competition. You're going to play against the same record as you. So your first game might be tough, but got to win your next 3. But a lot of new faces. I forgot to mention that to Chaz. There's 10 people there that I've never seen throwing a cornhole bag before. I mean, I've only been around 5 years, but there's a lot of new
It's a
faces.
long time.
Yeah. And um, we mentioned Jeff McKay on the tag, and
Yep.
he was all happy. So I'm going to mention him on a little negative factor. Showed up late. We
Oh,
had the round.
shocked.
Oh, yeah. For Rob White and Josh Page, we're supposed to have a bye. He showed up late, and they had to play. But Jeff's a great guy, man. You rag on him a little bit, he just smiles and he knows.
And we all know that if you would have posted that regional as a blind draw, he'd shown up on time.
He'd have showed up on time. Yeah. Maybe he was confused by rounders or something. So he's like, should I go? Is it not? Do I got to bring a partner? No, but all in gun. But no, all in all, man.
How about Garage Bar bringing a tribe with them?
Yeah, maybe that's where most of these new people were. Our
Yeah,
first game was against Paul,
yeah.
Garage Bar, Dino.
Just bringing
Yeah.
a tribe. I wasn't there, but I mean, I just saw it all on Facebook all day. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
They had a good following. So yeah, and some tough competition there to break it down to 12 teams per tier. You had no easy games,
Yeah.
no
Uh,
easy games at all.
yeah. I heard we didn't have a difference in tier one singles champ this time either.
No, it's chalk,
Uh,
chalk again, straight chalk. I would guess you could say.
he shot well over an 11 for both doubles and singles.
Yeah, I had to play him the last 2 regionals. I'm gonna get him. Hey, sign me up. I'll play him every time. I'm gonna get him one of these times. I got the chance to break that streak. So that'd be nice. But
Yeah.
no, Chase White, just again 11s and then I think rounders, singles and doubles, really close to an 11 PPR.
Yeah.
Solid.
Um, shout out to Chaz for running the
Yeah.
regional. He did a great job again, as always. Heard nothing but positive from everybody. Uh,
Yeah, he always starts on time, except for when Jeff McKay shows up late. But
well, you
Chaz
can't control
prompt,
that back.
tries the best he can to let everybody know it was doubles and then singles afterwards. Hey, we're gonna start singles 4:30 or whatever. So if you know somebody who's not playing doubles that wants to show up for singles, which I had some people reach out to me and say, hey, how close are you guys when doubles? When do you think singles gonna start? So um he went right into singles. There's hardly any delay from doubles to singles, which is nice. So you're not
Yeah.
there all day.
If you happen to be at the Blue Collar Regional this past weekend, I would like you to post in the comments on Spotify, Amazon
Yeah.
Music, or YouTube. Maybe we'll shout you out at the next podcast.
Yeah, do a shout out, favorite moment, what you like, maybe what you didn't like, or whatever.
Yeah, all the above.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
let's
it's
go
a good
right
time.
into our upcoming events. Got one coming up 2 Sundays, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We have the Motor City Cornhole ACL Regional at the Ultimate
New
Sports
venue.
Center. Yep,
New venue, Ultimate Sports Center in Roseville. So go check it out. I haven't been there. I don't know what it even looks
I
like
haven't
or
been there either.
I
I
don't know
just
if
saw
it's
pictures of it.
yeah. So new venue. So just if you guys do see that, I know I've done it before, thinking somebody's gonna have an event somewhere. And then the day of, it's like, oh wait, it's not at that venue; it's somewhere else. So, new venue, Ultimate Sports Center in Roseville. So make sure you go there. Not Great Shots. Nothing wrong with
Uh,
Great Shots, but you might be able to play cornhole there on the 14th, but it ain't gonna be a regional.
yeah, for sure. There's gonna be something there, but it ain't gonna be a
Yeah,
region.
it ain't gonna be a regional.
You also have the ACL Open number 4 in Albuquerque this weekend.
Yep.
Do we? I just seen Jonesy post. I don't know anybody else that's going.
Zane's going. I hit
Okay.
talked to Zane today. He's playing with Riley Schaff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep. So he got on the plane. He's going with Ryan Jones.
I
I
know
don't know too
Jordan
many
Power's
others.
not going.
Yeah. Well, he might be an Albuquerque in his head, but no. No. Heal up Jordan Power. Jordan Power had surgery, so trying to get ready for Myrtle Beach first signature. So heal up, man. I want to see you get 100% and get back out there and kick butt like you do. So best wishes on 100%.
For sure. Uh, Also on December 14th, Level Up is having an Old Newsboys tournament at the VFW in Durand. So they're going to do a 50% payout on their tournament, 50% to the payouts of the places, and 50% goes to the Old Newsboys. So if you're looking for a good time, follow them on Facebook as well at Level Up Cornhole or Customs, I believe now, Level Up Customs. And look forward to seeing some people out there.
Yeah, if you
It's
can't make
always
the
fun.
regional, if it's too far, because it is kind of on the west or east side of the state. This is kind of more centrally located. Old Newsboys is a great group, working all the time year round for the kids, for the unfortunate, and I usually go to their golf outings, things like that.
I've
Any
worked with them for over 14 years on
yeah,
stuff. So it's like, it's so easy just to give the $20 to make sure a child has a great Christmas, and no better way to do it than
and,
with the Old Newsboys.
and that's probably what I'll do is donate a little something to Matt's because I'm probably gonna go to the regional.
Yeah.
Not sure yet, but if I do, I'll probably go there. But no, I'll probably donate something to Matt for sure to the Old Newsboys. Those guys are do an amazing job over there. Um, yeah, a couple other events coming up. I'll be running Heart and Soul Cornhole at the Lift this Tuesday, the 9th. So Shelby's got to go watch her son play basketball or something. I don't know.
Oh, weird. Way to
Man,
be a
go spend
parent.
time with your way to be a good parent. No, but good shout out to Shelby. She's got a really awesome thing going there on Tuesday nights. I just went there this last Tuesday, and it's always 40 plus people, and just a great time.
Do you want to talk about the airmail or no?
Yeah, the airmail is going to be a good sized spot, so come on Tuesday, and I'm just
I
going to
meant for
let you
you
know.
personally.
Yeah, personally, yeah, it's going to be a good pot.
Oh, okay.
Chris is trying to rope me into the whole thing, but I'm not
I
going.
got you.
It's one of
Explain it to me
those,
so I
yeah,
can.
yeah. I shouldn't have told him, but
You're gonna
no,
do better.
airmail pot's going to be pretty, pretty sizable. Um, over
Yeah.
$3 per bag. So come on out. If you know, you know.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. Uh, what about the 16th?
Yeah, 16th. It's kind of getting all thrown together. Not thrown together, I don't want to say, but
It's coming together now.
I think it's something that Shelby just wanted to do something different. She got the permission to go into a different room at the lift. If you've never been to the lift, it's a huge venue. They got all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's actually like 3 buildings. But we're gonna be in on the turf, so we'll be all in the same room. The way she usually has it set up now, we have one room and then you're kind of in a hallway for a couple boards. But it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have the live broadcast, CaddySack and you and me gonna be on the live feed. Um, Brandon Seacheck, Big Bird's gonna be doing a DJ, so he's gonna have a DJ there rocking out some music. I'm sure he'll take some requests if you guys want. Probably not karaoke, but um, but no, just a nice little Christmas party. So it's turning out to be really, really something special. So that's the lift on the 16th. Starts at 7 o'clock.
Also, another special announcement. The Pine Podcast will be live at 6 o'clock that day at the lift.
Are we?
We
We're gonna
are.
do oh yeah.
We're gonna be live. It'll be a live recording. We'll post it on our usual Friday, but we will be there doing a
Yeah,
live
we'll be
recording.
there. If you guys want to stop in, say hi. We'll let you on the mic, just say hi. Maybe give you a
Yeah.
story. Pick a couple people to tell their cornhole careers from start to where they're at now. What they like about it, what they don't like about it, who they like. Nah, we're not gonna say who they don't like.
It can get out of hand.
Yeah, yeah. Why they, some of the tournaments they've been into, maybe their favorite tournaments, things like that. So again, if you guys listen to this podcast, hit us up and let us know what you want to talk about, or if you guys want to be on there for 2, 3 minutes and give your little story, maybe who your mentor or something is.
For sure. Anything else you'd like to add for coming up stuff?
Um,
We got Myrtle Beach, obviously, but we got a few weeks to talk
yeah,
before that.
Myrtle Beach is gonna be New Year's Eve, so we got a couple weeks we can talk about that next couple episodes. But and then we got the tournament on the bridge is in the middle of January, so we'll talk about that. Can't think of any other.
I'm thinking the beginning of the year we're gonna have a lot to talk about tournament wise.
Yeah, I mean, just like it's cold outside,
Yeah.
so a lot of indoor tournaments.
Yeah. Welcome to indoor cornhole season.
Yeah, yeah. Most of our listeners in Michigan, so
All right.
tomorrow's gonna be colder.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. When we come back, we'll have our interview with Steve Barnhart from CaddySack Customs. Thanks for rolling with the pine.
Rolling with the pine.
All right, guys, we're back with the pine. We're joined by Steve Barnhart from CaddySack Custom Cornhole. Um, I mean, we all know you, but you want to talk a little bit about yourself, about like what's the origin story of CaddySack Customs?
Yeah, we're going on. So, in March will be 4 years. So we've officially clipped that 3.5, and by the time the holidays are done, it feels like March will be here. So, it's been a great run, but no, originally, so I'll try and keep it brief here for you.
We got
Um,
time,
We
dude. It's
got
okay.
time.
Originally,
We
all I
got you
wanted
locked in
was
for 55 minutes.
okay,
I'm just kidding.
all right. Um, well, then I'll expand upon it then, right?
Yeah.
No, all I wanted initially was a couple sets of custom bags. So I had been on every bag website trying to find what bags I wanted to use, trying new bags, new designs, whatever. When I got hooked, right? I had only been in the game for about a year, but man, I was into it and was finding all these pro stamp bags. And then I found that there were companies that did custom bags. And so I reached out to a company and just had a generic bag done up that just said Steve doing Steve stuff with a beer stein on it.
Nice.
Yeah. And I hated them. I absolutely hated them. They came out, man. I thought it was putrid. I thought it was just bad. And it wasn't their fault, it was my fault, right? Just grabbing some PNG JPEG stuff and slapping it on a bag. So most people would have quit, right? And thrown that into the backyard setup and away you go. Well, I didn't. In fact, I was looking for an idea how to make these custom bags pop and how to set them apart. And I literally looked up from the TV and the movie Caddyshack was on. And it was over the Christmas time. And I go, and the gopher's doing his thing during that scene. And I was like, dude, a gopher comes out of the hole. You're right,
Right.
cornhole, a gopher. And so I literally paid like 4 different artists through Fiverr. It cost me like $250 by the time I had gone through all the different variations of this logo. But the last one that was sent to me was perfect. It was exactly as I had them drawn up in my mind when that came back. And it was that, oh, moment, right? It was that, oh
Right.
my God moment. And so that's what I did. I had a couple sets of custom bags made with the gopher on them. Loved them. They turned out perfect. And then, I think my friends baited me into this. They said, "That's awesome. You should do more, right? That logo is awesome. You should do something with this." And so I'm just dumb enough to say, "Okay, let's, yeah, okay, that sounds great, guys." So, no, it was quite literally Caddyshack, the gopher coming out of the cornhole board hole. Started with a custom set of bags, and dude, the rest is history, right? Away
Here
we
we
went.
are.
Yeah, man.
No, that's awesome. I had a guy, I forgot where it was at. I don't know if I was in the store or whatever, and he kind of grabbed me. And he's like, Caddy Shack. He said Caddy
Yeah,
Shack. I said, no, it's
yeah.
Caddy Sack. He's like, Yeah. Oh, so I told him it's
Yeah,
cornhole. And he's like, but that gopher is amazing. It's this, in the back. He's like,
yeah.
that gopher. He's like, I like that. I like that. I was just out and about.
Dude, I get stopped. I get stopped everywhere. It's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty
Mm-hmm.
fun thing, especially. I don't know why, but I tie my kids into it when we go out and I get stopped with my daughters there. That's always a kind of a big moment for me, right? Like I can tell my kids I'm cool, right? Like,
Right.
but you know what I'm afraid of? You mentioned a guy stopping you about the gopher. I'm afraid to walk into a Bucky's. Like I never have.
Right.
But one day I'm gonna walk into a Bucky's wearing just the
Yep.
gopher, and I'm probably gonna get beat up. Like I'm probably gonna get mugged in that truck stop or something, man.
We should all just roll in together with
Carl
all of
versus
our
Bucky.
CaddySack stuff.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna need a few more friends. That thing's pretty popular, man.
Well, we did. Me, Brandon, Timmy. I'm pretty sure I was wearing a bunch of CaddySack stuff when we were in. I forgot where we were at last year. We kept going. Oh, it was in
Richmond?
Colorado.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Yep, in
Yeah.
Colorado. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I had
we're
never
gonna
been to
get
one
fun.
either. And
Yeah,
then
I
last
haven't
year I
been
went
to
there. I don't know if they pay attention to other people because that place is so crazy. They got
so
to
big.
pay attention to your surroundings. Definitely there.
Man, that place is that's impressive, man.
It is. It is. You would
So
think
yeah, that's
be like a
that's how
fad.
that's you're right.
Yeah, that's funny. I remember the first time down at the what was it, that Tiki Hut, Tiki
Yeah,
Lodge down there. You had that tournament. I bought a hoodie from you. I still got that first one. So
that's
yeah, that's when
right,
you were
man.
first getting going. Yeah.
Dude, I was just getting going. It's so funny. I look back on some of those days, dude, and it's amazing that we're kind of here. Because, dude, I didn't know what I was doing. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay, all right. Somebody rudely interrupted us here, so
It
uh,
happens.
yeah, yeah. Those were the good old days, man. I didn't even so. Fun fact, I didn't even design anything back then, right? I had
Right.
never
Yep.
touched design software before this. There are still jerseys, and that hoodie, if I remember correctly, I think was my first hoodie.
Yep.
There's a little evidence. There's a little triangle in the logo itself that was gapped, right? That was left blank and transparent. That little click there, that little area is 3 clicks to fix. And Chris knows to fill that
Yeah.
in would take me nothing. I had to go ask my buddy to fill that in for me. And he goes, "What?" I go, "No, dude, I don't know how to do it." He's like, "No, just open up there's a million different ways to do it, and they're all stupid easy." I had to, pay my buddy to fix that little design error for me.
I'll have to look. Is it on that hoodie?
It might be. It
I'll take a
might
look.
be. So that's when I know the difference. If I see that little triangle and it's just off the face, then I know it's pre-designed Steve.
It's like
And then,
BC
yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So
before Steve.
Say like I
I don't
always
want to
say,
call
no
it
better way to
BS.
learn. No
oh,
way,
I
better
call
way to learn.
I call a lot of things in Christians like BS. I'm like, that was all BS, right?
Before
Before
Steve.
Steve,
Yeah.
right, right.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I want to touch a little bit on the company motto of build, grow, and give.
Good. It's And that's when it came out, man. I got teased a little bit. They're like, "Oh, dude, that's like eat, pray, love," and I go, "Yeah,
I mean, yeah, but
yeah." I go, "Dude, that lady made $1 billion, man.
Yep.
So she's doing something right, you know."
Take a
So
zero off and I'll be happy.
just a slice of the pie, just a slice of the pie. I don't even
yeah.
care how big.
Yeah.
No, so I ended up making it a little bit more than just a company motto, man. So, when I came through this, I was going through stuff in my personal life, right? Not all marriages make it to death do you part, and so
Mm-hmm.
went through some things, and here was this build, grow, give sitting right in front of me, and so spent a lot of time doing some personal reflection during that moment of my life, and really came to the conclusion that those 3 pillars mean so much to me.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And if you look just in the amount of partners that we have, here at CaddySack, both of with our collaborations, what we fulfill with our league partners. When I set out to build, it was to build a community. Let's build a group of people. um, outside of the clicks that can happen locally when you get into your teams and into your leagues and into your brands, cornhole clicks up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as somebody who doesn't run a league, I've got to try and break through that wall. And so build was a part of that. Let's do something bigger than just our local clubs. Um, obviously grow the game, grow the sport. It has never been about grow my company. Never once have I said grow CaddySack, and you guys call me a liar to my face if I'm wrong, but I haven't. It's let's build a community, let's grow the game, and then let's give back into it, right? If we're going to do those first two things successfully, that should give us an opportunity to do outreach back into the community that supports us. So
Mm-hmm.
it's always been about, let's check those three boxes. The business will take care of itself. The ones and zeros, dollar signs, decimal points, that business takes care of itself, right? Our reputation in the game takes care of itself. What we try and accomplish essentially takes care of itself if I can just build, grow, and give. If I can just stay in my box there, everything else falls into place, and it's really pretty special to see where it's come from. That was a slogan into a mindset and a mantra and something I'll live by.
And now a life,
And
way of life.
yeah, and to now see it when we do these CaddySack events, man. People come from everywhere. They come from all over the place, and they're with it, and they're behind the mission. So it's been remarkable. Yeah, that's Build Grow Give is very important to me.
It's one of the best things about your company that's attracted me to be a part of it and uh to help support it and all that stuff is that exact line, build, grow, love. Like I live my life by that. That's the way I've always done things. I've always been a community person first and taking care of people. And so, I mean, I tip my hat, man. I appreciate everything that you do for all of it, all of cornhole.
Yeah, man, it's important. It's not again back to it's not a slogan. It really
Right.
is a focus. And Kristen and I, right? It takes both of us, and it's not a part of this company. It is this
Mm-hmm.
company.
Yeah.
So, and I'm
And that's
glad.
what
I'm
makes it
glad
better.
and the community sees it and they notice it and we're transparent about it. And there's folks that can pop up with slogans that get a little campy, but if they're not staying true to the mission, you can see through that. And I think the community can see through some of that stuff, right? I hope when they see through us, they see Build Grow Give. So
Yeah, I think they have. I think a lot of the cornhole clubs and stuff that see what you did and started their own thing.
yeah,
So
good.
you won't see CaddySack logo on it and that it's like a spin-off, like a series on a movie or something. But I know there's a few that started their own because of you. And like you said, you reached out to so many communities. Well, they're in the middle of that community. You may not be. And they started to grow something there. And they
Yeah,
call it something different.
yeah.
But CaddySack planted that little seed. I've seen it. So
That's
it's awesome.
that is awesome. That is we've had leagues now all over the country. They go put that Build Grow
Mm-hmm.
Give, put it on a sleeve, put it on the back. We just did a group up in Minnesota. The entire back of the jersey is Build Grow Give right across it. They go, dude, we love that. That's what we want to be. So I guess the
But it,
first idiot to go out there and get Build Grow Give on their arm. Maybe I'll do a lifetime jerseys or something, right?
that'll be my first tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. Second, I saw your first one.
Oh, nobody's supposed to know about that one. That
Uh-oh.
was a Steve thing.
Secret.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I mean, you actually made the perfect segue. So let's talk about your league partnership program.
Yeah. It's again, it's so here's where that was kind of born out of. And it's no, I don't know, it's no disrespect, but what I thought that we were doing with our partners was pretty unique and pretty beneficiary for both parties, right? Partnership means it goes both ways. I loved doing our league designs for clubs, and we would have a great time. And I'd say, "Hey, Steve, great design. This is great. We fulfill it, right, and get it out there." And then I'd never hear back from Steve again. I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here?" So I wanted to retain customers. I wanted to build a relationship with my customers. I wanted to grow our relationship. I wanted to give back to their leagues, right, coming full circle. So let's get into business together, right? Let's continue to do business with one another. And it was really there was a couple few different moments, but really up at States, ACL States a couple years ago was up at Oakland Yard.
Mhm.
And I was sitting in my tent and it was Saturday and there's people everywhere playing. And then I think it was John Unger, and Alyssa, is it Alyssa?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. I saw her running and I go, what the heck? Like it took me aback a little bit because everybody's fairly stationary at their boards and just this person running caught my eye. And I go, what's all that about? And she was switching out a tablet. And so then I look back, right? Now my eyes start seeing something different in the room. It's not everybody lined up and playing, it's who's working here. I went and looked at who was working the table and who's working the room and the tablet recharge and whatnot. And I came down to about 6 people who were there working while there are hundreds of people playing. And it dawned on me. I go, if these 6 people didn't show up this morning, where would we all be? Right? If they
Mass
decided that,
chaos.
oh man, like if they decided the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, there's too much time, there's too much stress, there's too much chaos that they're not going to do it anymore. Where would that leave us? You pan out from that mindset a little bit. If there are 500 directors in the game of cornhole that wake up tomorrow morning and decide that they're not running cornhole anymore, that
Mhm.
it's not worth it, where does this leave us, right? And so I said, you know what, let's take care of those folks. Let's take care of the folks who are there working hard behind the scenes that nobody recognizes. It's a thankless job. It doesn't make any money for them. It's high stress. What can I do to help them out? And so we really do. I tell the league managers, had a conversation this morning. I do not want the league manager's money. I told him I don't want him coming out of pocket at all. So they all like the sound of that,
Right.
and then we get going, right? Let me help you not lose money, right? And let me help you generate. And so we've got a really comprehensive program. We work with over 60 leagues, 65 leagues now
Jeez.
across the country. We really do a lot of beneficial stuff, and some of them have taken the program and ran with it. We got an email um, maybe about a month or so ago now that because he used our sponsor generating form, we've got a form that helps him go get sponsorship out in his community. We reward the new sponsors for coming on board with these leagues with free merch and free flags and free promotion material. He raised over $8,000 for his league
Wow.
this year.
Nice.
Bought new boards, literally shipped the guy 8 sets of boards here, loves them. And it's all because he gave us a phone call. He goes, dude, this is wild. So
That's crazy.
having that success story, dude, it's awesome, man. That's what I want. Try and save the game here a little bit and help these folks out, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that goes back to the whole thing we were just talking about. I
Build,
mean, you're
grow,
just
give.
wrapping it all together.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a simple man, dude.
No, I
I've
get it.
got everything into 3 simple words in my life, and I say it every day. If I just stay there, we'll be okay.
So, what's a typical day for CaddySack Cornhole?
Yeah, no, working.
Click, click,
Work.
click, 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 click,
Click,
click,
click.
click, click,
I hear
click.
it in my sleep, man. I do. I hear the space bar hitting like my thumb twitches. It's funny, man. So starting August 1st, so that's only the last couple few months. For the first 3.5 years was full-time job, was dad, was husband, was not husband, was dad, was was full-time work and CaddySack. So, for 3.5 years, it was no hyperbole here. 17-hour days easy, like 17 easy, going into, an 8-hour day work, and then 8-hour day work, being here and designing after I got home from work. So, but in August, I was able to make the leap, was able to come over to CaddySack full time. The balance that I have now in my life is stupid, man. I love it so much. I really do. I'm able to wake up with the kids and get them both to school and not stress. Come home at about 9 o'clock, go right to work. I take a really awesome lunch. I do it like 12:30. My stomach tells me it's lunchtime. I don't look at the clock or anything, but my stomach says, "Hey, it's time to eat." I look down, it's 12:30, right on the dot. So, eat and take about 45 minutes, go back to work, pick up the girls, spend time with the girls. If I've got a heavy evening of designing, I'll squeeze in a 35, 40-minute nap, right? After I spend some
Yeah,
time with the
little power
kids.
nap.
And then I go back to work from about 8 to 11. So I work about 6 hours now during the day and a couple few hours some nights, not all nights. But just having that time now with my kids, that balance is in there, able to do those projects that didn't get done around the house, able to just really cultivate an environment here of fun, of productivity, and really, to use the term again, balance in my life. It's been awesome. It's been fantastic. So
So that's not too bad. Almost 10 hours a day as a business owner
yeah,
of work.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I field phone calls at all time, every time, anytime somebody reaches out to me, man. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm there, I'm on it. I'll probably do the work tomorrow or the day after, but yeah, being able to kind of settle down and spend that time with my girls. They're 13 and 10. Kristen's daughters now are 21 and 18, and I can see they're now living their own lives, right? They're out in the world on
Hmm.
their own and doing their own thing. And so I know my time here with my impressionable children is coming to an end. So, in my personal life, I've made a focus to spend those car rides, in conversation, not just letting them be on their phone. Let's have a dialogue, and then
Right.
after school, around the house, let's talk, let's hang out, let's do something while I still got my little girls.
Yeah, because you're not
So
at work away from the house. So it's nice.
yeah, yeah. So able to get that time in here with them before I unleash those heathens out into the world. I want to be able to give them some dad advice here. So it's been a beautiful thing, man.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, you say you're a simple man, is what you said, but I know you're pretty innovative. You're always looking so far ahead, and that's what I love about it. The conference, you set up a whole total different booth for people to shop at. You're just always looking at that. I don't think you maybe simple is not the right word when you said simple, because you're always looking for that next thing. If it was
Ye-
simple, you could just do the easy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I might disagree with you a little bit on that, but it's a good
I've
thing.
I've got a culture. I've got a culture about me, and it's always been this way, kind of rebel without a cause, right? Even when I was young, I was rebellious for no reason. Um, I've tried to refine that a little bit, and I think what comes across now is one. I've spent 25 years looking at market conditions. I have 25 years in retail space as a regional sales representative. I've covered up to 3 states and 1,000 different accounts. And part of my task and part of my job was to wire myself to observe the market conditions per account or generally. Um, yeah, man, I've got this. If everybody's zigging, I'm gonna zag
Hmm.
mentality. And I think because I didn't start this to recreate somebody's company, right? I didn't do this to simply knock off what somebody else is doing, right? I started this to be me and to express me, right? And now we get to do that together, Kristen and I. But I think I've got my finger on the pulse a little bit when it does come to market conditions, when it does come to what other companies are doing, and then how can I be different and maybe steal your term there, innovative?
Mm-hmm.
How can we overcome, how can we push through, and how can we put our spin on what it is that we're doing? And in fact, little teaser, we've got a couple few things coming
Of
along those
course.
lines.
Of
Yeah,
course.
so
Shocker.
yeah, so I've got
Drop
Simple
one here.
things. Simple things.
yeah, right. The thing is I'm too stupid. Man, smarter men than me, they probably look at what I'm trying to do and they go, "Oh, dude, no, that costs way too much time and money. I'm not doing that." And so I think I'm still a little bit too dumb, and I go, "Well, I'll just do it regardless of how much time and money it takes me."
That's what I want.
So, oh man,
I feel like that's where me and you get along a lot. Is
yeah,
just about that part. Is like we're constantly being this, like, we want to be ourselves. Like, that's why I started doing the live
That's
streaming.
what I say. That's what this podcast is about.
yeah,
To
yeah,
talk about corn, whether we're successful or not. Something
We're
we
here.
want to do. Who's
yeah.
listening? One person. Okay, well,
And that's
have fun
just
and
it.
do it.
So you guys with this pod, and I talk to you both frequently, right? Michigan is such a hotbed of cornhole activity, 7 days a week, all over the
Mm-hmm.
state. Two major organizations are heavily involved here, and nobody thought to tap into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you guys look at what could be a market issue where we're not talking enough about ourselves. And
Mm-hmm.
and you're saying let's point a light. Let's give Michigan a little love. And if nobody else is going to do it, with both the major organizations not hosting an event here this year, we get a
That's
little double
crazy.
snub. You know what? Then we'll just do it our damn selves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so no, you guys absolutely. I wish you nothing but the best. A, because I like you. But B, I think the concept is necessary, not acceptable. I believe what you're doing here is great for the game and for the sport and for the people who play it here in Michigan. So, you guys, hats off to you.
Thank
No,
you.
seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
Um, what I have a couple Facebook questions from people.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
not guilty.
yeah. Next question, Your Honor.
Yeah, right.
Bert Butler had put on here. He's like, "When did you know that CaddySack was going to be a successful business?"
Dude, I saw Bert comment that. Bert's outstanding. I've always appreciated Bert. He's such a great guy. Um, yeah, so I saw Bert comment that. I still don't know that it's happened. One half of that answer is,
August.
uh, yeah, they're just gonna stay hungry, and so I honestly, um, I struggle with success more than I struggle with failure. And so,
Well, I
um,
feel like it's the imposter
What's
syndrome.
next? Yeah.
Like I feel like I have that same thing.
yeah, so failure is expected when you start a venture, right? How
Yep.
many that you've seen and heard the statistics when you start something, failure is almost inevitable. And so, and then I can't also think too far ahead, and I just got to stay focused on the now. And so, has CaddySack made it? Yes, to a certain extent, right? It has, and it's been incredible to be a part of. Is CaddySack done? No. So I've still got a lot of work to do, but I will answer Bert's question with this. Um, and this was a big trampoline moment for us. We had a lot of conversations with two of our current partners that was going on for weeks and weeks, and one of them for months. And that is BG and Jack Daniels. So I was flirting with both of those companies at the same time as we were talking and thinking about moving forward with a business venture and a partnership. At 4 o'clock on Friday, I don't have the day, but at 4 o'clock on Friday, I got the call from Jack Daniels and said, "Hey, let's go. We're ready to rip. You guys are authentic. You are Team Jack Daniels Cornhole nationally. You have rights to the brand." And so
That's
that
crazy.
right there is wild, man.
Yeah.
And I remember being on cloud nine, like, what did I just say? Like, what just happened in my life right in that moment? Pinch me, right? It's unreal. 6:30 that night, BG calls and says, "Let's go, brother. We're ready to rip." And so it was like, wow. It was just one of those wow moments. Same day, 2 hours apart, having those brands come in and say, "Steve, we want to work with you." That right there is a moment I'll never forget. And so to answer Bert's question, when did you kind of know? I can tell you that right there helped a whole lot.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not any touching it. Steve's over here looking at other people's questions, and I'm like, I'm not touching that one.
Uh-oh.
Uh, my one I think is kind of funny because this might be a fun story.
It could be.
Could be a good fun. It could be a fun story. It could be a nothing burger. We're gonna see.
He saw it. You know he did.
Tim Spencer had a question of, did you really go on a golf course to get them into cornhole?
Yeah, yeah. I actually went to about 20 golf courses to try and get them into cornhole. So here I've got this gopher mascot, right? I've got this caddy sack. Why? And I used to golf, man. I used to play 100 rounds of golf a year. I two during the week and one on the weekend, right? And three guys golf trips a year, and loved it. So why not marry them, right? Why not start this cornhole centric business and sell into golf courses? And that makes a tax write off for both things, right? So, yeah, man, I have never failed in my life harder than walking into clubhouses trying to sell cornhole boards. That just didn't work at all. And in fact, I've got a funny story. With the clubhouse manager, finally got a hold of him. I said I'll be in Wednesday, and he goes, "Well, who's going to bring the cornhole boards in and out?" And I go, "Dude, just hit Brandon do it." And he looks at me and goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, hit Brandon do it." He goes, "Well, who the hell's Brandon?" I go, "Every golf course has a kid aged 18 to 22 named Brandon. He'll do it."
That's funny.
He laughed, I laughed, and then he said, "Get the hell out of here." So no,
That's
that
funny.
was it, man. I failed and failed and failed and failed. To the point where I go, "What am I gonna do now?" I didn't know what to do and where to take it, and I said, maybe I'll get some jerseys printed. Maybe we'll just try that. And so got into apparel after that. But yeah, dude, I failed
That's funny.
hard.
Let Brandon do it.
Had Brandon do it. So we say
Yeah.
that around the house here still. Kristen's like, "Take the trash out." I'm like, "Oh, I'll have Brandon do it."
Nice. You
No,
got one of them laying around here somewhere.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you touched about it. So you do apparel, you do bags. What else do you do?
Is there something you don't do?
We
Yeah, is there
don't do
something you don't do?
tablets. We don't do tablets. So until I can work with somebody over in China and start getting some Caddy Fire tablets, 10-inch
Caddy Fire,
Caddy Fire tablets.
Nice.
No, dude, everything
sponsored
else
by
we
Jack
do.
Daniels.
Yeah, exactly. No, we do it all. We really, and the funny thing is that my brand goes through the wall first, right? Have you ever seen that movie Moneyball with
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, right, talking about the Oakland A's back in the day? At the end of that movie, there's a line when he sits down with the Boston Red Sox owner,
Mhm.
and he said, "Just remember, Billy, the first man through the wall always gets bloody." And that stuck with me. Like that line there makes sense. So anytime we test a product, if it's going to be a pitch pad or if it's going to be a set of boards from a manufacturer or bags or promotional material, whether it be tents or flags or whatever, I always send CaddySack through the wall first. I always say, "I've got a brand. Let's try and bring in some new product." And so if it's good enough for my brand, then it's good enough for me to put my name on it and send it out into the world. So we literally do from stickers to drinkware to feather flags to 10 by 10 tents to these
Mhm.
sponsor wall. Like honestly, if you need it in cornhole, I'm pretty sure we do it. I'm pretty
We did.
sure we've got the ability to get that designed for you, get that order fulfilled for you, ship it out to you. It's all at a great value. I feel like we haven't outpriced ourselves in the market. We've kept things very competitive and very fair. And my big sell is once I have your logos and once I have your sponsor logos, then it's just what medium do you want to put it on? You don't need 5 different guys to help you run your league. You call me and we can put that on whatever it is that you want and need for your league. So that's been a big sell to our partnership program. But yeah, man, we quite literally do it all. So
Yeah,
look
and
for
like you always like to say, one-stop shop.
one-stop shop. I mean, yeah, you can't beat that, right? Unless you get pissed off at me and want to fire me, and now you got to go find 5 guys, right? But no, I mean, we take care of you. We do it right. We do it quality, and if it's not right, I back it up 100%. Everything that leaves me, if it's wrong, you get refunded for it, and I replace it. So I back my work 100% and always have. Because I feel it's fair, right? And when you're in partnerships, you need to be transparent, you need to be fair. So yeah, man, if you trust me enough, I'll be your one-stop shop.
For sure.
Be your beakies.
So,
Yeah.
what's on the horizon? What's 2026 looking like?
2026, we've got a couple different things that I'm going to try and pull off here. 2026, I would like to think that I can get a healthy shoulder again. I miss it, man. I miss it. And I listen, I'm not good, right? I remember I peaked at like a 7.5 PPR, but there's something about being in those games against your buddies and having a good day and a good throwing session. And there's something about being on the boards in that competitive nature. I would like to think I would be throwing in 2026. Let's go get this thing looked at. Let's go do that. A little endeavor I want to take on is some mini boards. I think our mascots set themselves up perfectly for mini boards and to cater to some of the kids and the youth and the indoor playing. I think that would be fun. So I want to focus a little bit on that segment. We are going to make some overhauls to our partnership programs. We are going to make some overhauls to our website here. I don't know. Do I spill the beans or not?
You can give us just a little bit, like a bean.
Yeah, a bean. I am going to challenge the cornhole community to test their own creativity on CaddySack's website here soon.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
So,
Sounds
I'm
good.
out.
you've got, yeah, you've got ideas. You want to start playing around with stuff. I'm going to give you the opportunity to do that on our website soon. So
That's cool.
yeah, that's going to be huge for me. My time is already at its max. And so maybe
And here
that
we
can
are
help.
taking up an hour of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can alleviate some of Steve's time and then give those folks the opportunity to go, create what they want to see. So, that's going to be our next big step here. I'd like to think that I don't screw this thing up. I'd like to think that CaddySack can have another successful year. Every year has brought on new partnerships and new opportunities. I would love to think that we can continue to do that and continue to work with people. So, yeah, man, I want to travel a little bit more. I want to see more of this country and do that through cornhole. I think would be amazing. So, yeah, we've got some goals, we got some plans, and we got some things that we're going to implement here to try and make all this work. So,
Sounds good, buddy. I appreciate you getting on
hey,
the podcast
appreciate
with
you
us today,
guys.
man.
Yeah, dude, and I'm so proud of you guys and keep it going. And it's been 2 episodes, right?
This is
They-
3. Yeah.
This will be the third one,
This is 3, so
Yep.
you got better. I noticed a tangible difference between 1 and 2.
and you're gonna see a
Um,
tangible difference this time.
yeah, dude, I applaud you. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful what you're doing. And yeah, keep it going. I really think that it'll catch on for you here and you can have success with this. I think the state will support you guys, so I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you seriously. Like I can't thank you enough for always supporting us on this adventure and
Oh,
all our other
all
ones
of
that we do too. So
Yeah. Well, hey, I've got a line, dude. Whatever you need, right? You guys know I'm just a phone call away. So if I can
Yep.
help in any way, you just let me know, dude. I'll be there for you.
for sure. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
All right, folks. That's that was Steve Barnhart and CaddySack. So we're at our outro.
Ooh.
So again, thanks Steve for hopping on. Shared a lot with us. Hopefully you learned a lot from him and where CaddySack started from. Don't know if we have a special guest next week. A little tease or
Don't know yet. It'll
we
be
don't know
posted like
yet.
this week if we get one.
We don't know yet. Well, we'll find one. Sure, we got a few people that'll want to jump on. I've already enough talked to a few. So, what do you got, Chris?
I got if you want to check us out on Facebook, we're at the Pine
Yeah.
Podcast on Facebook. Also, check out Rolling Bags Media or Rolling Bags on Facebook and on YouTube. Give that a subscribe and like, and just keep on rolling with the pine.
Rolling with the pine. Thanks, guys.
Catch you later.
Tossing bags under Michigan skies. Great Lakes breeze where the champions rise. Boards on the lawn, stakes in the ground. Cornhole's the game that brings the crowd. Michigan Cornhole, we're taking a shot.